a chance over to the near side. We're going to have to replay this horn. Down low to the near side they go, battling for possession. Zaka in the offensive end, going to be over there to middle stat, over to Zaka. Zaka, he shoots, he scores! That's a trick! Didn't have to go, face off, and the gloves drop immediately. We got a fight breaking out here. Kostelic getting some punches up against Sam Carrick. They're right at the center ice. Going to be a big shot and a big win by Mark Kostelic as he gets ripped down by Carrick after the fight. That's going to be an added penalty. That's going to be a game misconduct, I think, for Carrick. And the Devils are going to clear that zone over to the near side. Here comes Heischer on a chance. A shot. Denied. Rebound shot. What a save by Carter Hart. Waiting for it is, I believe it's going to be, it's not going to be Marner in front of the net. Here comes a chance. A shot. He scores! It's going to be Paul Cotter on the first shootout. Taking it in towards the net. Going to make a shot. Deflected by Carter Hart. Jesper Bratt moving in. He takes a shot. He scores! Jesper Bratt gets the first goal of the shootout. The Devils have a 1-0 advantage. Here we go. Mark Stone. No attempts this season on the shootout. Here's his first. Moving into the near side, over to the far. He shoots and it's gloved by Jake Allen. Mitch Marner, ready to go. Taking it in from the near side. Working around with speed to the far. He goes and he scores! Oh no, did he double shoot it? Yeah, it's correct. Gloves immediately coming off. We got a fight right here at the beginning. Who is that? Zadorov and number 47, that's Struble, going at it right at the opening whistle. And here we go, Zadorov laying a couple of fists, and it's going to be back against the boards on the near side. A couple of fists going either direction. Still clinging on to each other over on the far side. Now they're all the way back into the Bruins offensive end. Still on their feet, still laying punches. Helmet comes off of Struble, and still laying some punches to Zadorov. And now Struble trying to get back in this fight, but Zadorov is absolutely dominating it, and they break it up on the boards. Up to the top of the zone, over to Mantha, intercepted, and here comes a breakaway chance for the Flames. He shoots, he scores. Connor Zary getting the first goal of the game on a breakaway after an interception. There's the goal horn. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to proc. But yeah. Gonna take the draw and gonna be won by the Pens. That's gonna be Kindle. Up to the near side to Shea. Shea working down low. Gonna try and take it behind the net. Trying to create some room. Over to the far side. To the top of the zone. Over to St. Ivan. He sends it. Shot. Deflected. Oh, I thought that was in the net. It went over to the far side. Battling down low in front of Chance. A shot. He goes!
He will not be denied twice. He will not be denied twice.
Bill Quaven, let's freaking go. That's how you do it, my boy. Passing back over to Novak. Novak taking it around over to the far side. Going to try and connect with Chinikov if he can. But here we go. Oh, boy. Here we go over to the near side. Carlton passing across. A chance. A shot. And he scores. Guys, winner. Let's freaking go, baby. Sid the Kid.
Took it on his took it on his shoulder and said, "Let me just clear this one."
That is how you do it. Sid the Kid clearing the Penguins bench. Let's let that horn sing, baby. That is how you do it. The Pens pulling a comeback win off and not blowing it. That is how you freaking do it. That's how the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins do it. If they keep playing like this, while they're covering Penguins hockey late into the summer, let's go! The Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins getting a big overtime goal. Ready to roll. Face off in the Pens offensive end. Going to be taken back by the Red Wings. Sider along the far side boards. Up through the far side. Battling into the neutral zone. Taken back by the Pens to the near side. Here comes Crosby. Looking to pass it across. He's a chance. A shot. It's gone! Front of the net, working with that puck, clearing it out at Kindle. A chance, a breakaway. He shoots. He scores! Igor Chinikov getting his first goal as a Penguin. Let's go, baby! 2-0 Penguins. Woo! Let's go! That is how you freaking do it. How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, and I am bringing you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Minnesota Wild taking on the Ottawa Senators, a massive game in the playoff race for both of these teams. Yes, the Wild clinched a playoff spot the other day, but they're still vying for a top 3 spot in the Central, not to mention they still want to try and topple Dallas so they can get that home ice advantage for the first series. Meanwhile, the Ottawa Senators, everything to play for. We are at the point in the season now, within the last week and a half of this season, where a singular loss could be the difference between playoffs and sitting on the couch throughout the rest of April. This is a critical game. There is a 4-team basically collision, a 4-team pileup in the Eastern Conference for that last wild card spot. The question is, who's going to be the team to end up snagging it? Well, Ottawa has themselves primed right now. They have the tiebreakers, and they got Linus Ullmark, who's also starting in net, by the way, today. This team really has been looking great over the last month or so. They really have been getting it back together. They've been coming out from the trenches just absolutely electric on all fronts. So the Ottawa Senators are one of the most dangerous teams, dare I say, right now in the NHL. So, taking a look again at the other teams that are tied up for them, though, in that playoff race, you got the Red Wings, the Blue Jackets, and the Flyers all tied at 88 points with the Ottawa Senators. And of those teams, all except for the Flyers do play today, if I'm not mistaken. So, we are going to get a lot of clarity on how this playoff picture is shaking up by the end of the day today. Let me actually double check myself real quick, make sure I'm not talking out of my butt. Detroit is playing and losing right now. It was Jamelish, I believe it is how you say his name. Let me go ahead and get the box score up for that. For the New York Rangers, getting a goal, 1-0. Yaroslav Jamelish, assisted by Vladislav Gavrikov and Adam Sikora to make it a 1-0 Rangers lead. 5:18 to go in the first on that game. The Blue Jackets, they do play the Winnipeg Jets today, and the Flyers do not. They played yesterday and won. That's why they're tied. So overall, a very tight race coming down the stretch here for all of these 4 teams. Every single point is critical. Every single point is a must get. We're at the time now where if you lose a game, even if you go to overtime and get a singular point, that could be the total difference between making the playoffs and sitting on the couch. And Ottawa's going to know it all too well over the next week and a half or so. But taking a look at our starting goalies for today, the Minnesota Wild are rocking with Jesper Wallstedt. On the season, he is 15-8-6 with a 273 goals against and a 912 save percentage with 4 shutouts. The Wall has been incredible. We'll see if the Wall is going to be here today as well and being as effective. As of late, in his last 4 starts, he only has 1 win and 1 overtime loss in a shootout. The other 2 were lost to Chicago and Toronto. He took Philadelphia to a shootout where they lost, and he took Florida to get a win, 3-2. But overall, in his last 4 starts, he's been giving up about 2.25 goals per game. So the problem has really been run support. You can't expect your goalie to, be the guy. You know what I mean? Like, the goalie is going to be as good as he can, but when you don't got run support, it don't matter. It don't matter if your goalie lets up only 1 goal the whole game. If you don't get a singular goal, you lost the game. I mean, it's a simple fact of the matter. But we are ready to roll. They're taking a look at Quinn Hughes as we are ready to get our game underway here from center ice. Taking a look at the other end real quick, it's going to be Linus Ullmark, 24-11-8 on the season, 281 goals against, 887 save percentage, and 2 shutouts for Ullmark, who in his last 5 starts is 3-1-1 with an shootout loss to Pittsburgh and overtime to Florida. But here we go to the near side, top of the zone. It's going to be Cousins sending it down low, and the Senators taking it in the offensive end of the near side circle. Working with it is Tkachuk, centering over to the far side from down low, back to the corner, taken out by the Wild. Maybe wrestled away by Cousins. Around the far side, it's still loose. Tkachuk heaving it towards the net, and the Wild will take it back out the far side. Moving it up now through center. Here's your chance. I believe that's going to be Tarasenko. Over to the near side, along the boards, top of the zone, cleared out by Ottawa. That's Minnesota out of their own end now, wing to the near side, and they're going to go back in behind Ullmark. Taking it now to the far side, still in wild possession in the far side corner. Wrestling away, still now to the top of the zone to pass, centering in front, and the puck is going to go over to the near side boards. Not out of play, surprisingly enough. Along the board, still trying to work it wing to wing, and they clear it out of the zone. So the Wild just gotta go for the old dump and pump kind of trick. That puck gonna get cleared out by Ottawa, and they're actually gonna end up icing this thing. So it's gonna be an offensive zone draw here for the Minnesota Wild. An incredible opportunity for them coming up here if they can get a quick little one-timer off of Ullmark. Just looking at the way that these Wild team has come out, both of these teams are coming out wanting this game. They are wanting it to the end of the earth right now. I mean, they are fighting aggressive at both ends of the ice. This feels like a playoff game so far. So far side circle won by the Senators. That's going to be Zub to the near side. Back down low, back to Zub. Behind the net, he sends it towards the near side, and it's taken back by Ottawa. Centering pass, that's Pinto up into the offensive end on the far side. Dumping it around the corner behind the net. Over to the near side, taken there by Zetterlund to the top of the zone. Shot from the corner, not going to make it to the net. Top of the zone again. Ottawa still with it, but wrestled away by the Wild. Yeah, Minnesota going to take it back off the stick at Jake Middleton. Over to the near side of the offensive end from Trainin. Into the corner. Over to the far side. Taken back down to the nearby Stützle. It's wrestled away. A chance, a shot by Tarasenko. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Going to be moved up but kept in the zone. Hughes to the near side. And it's going to be broken up, that pass. So it's back into the neutral zone they go. Quinn Hughes from his own end over to the near side, trying to pass it up. Off of the stick of Foligno. To the far side, the Senators taking it now off of the near side. And they're going to clear the zone. Maybe they do. Wrestling that puck away, though. The Wild back into the offensive end. Can they do something with it? Not quite. The Senators right on top of it. Working it back the near side. Only one shot on goal apiece so far, as the Senators are going to ice the puck. So another offensive zone draw for the Wild. Okay. But how are we feeling about this game? How are you feeling about the playoff race as a whole? At the first commercial, we'll probably break down some of the playoff scenarios for today, because there's a lot of them. A lot of teams can get eliminated. A couple teams can clinch. So here we go. Taking a look. Face off on the near side circle to the right of Ullmark. And that puck wrestled away, top of the zone. Quinn Hughes from the point, passing to the far side. Back down low into the corner behind the net towards the near side. Over to the far. Top of the zone, working from the point. Shot goes way wide. Gotta check the direction finder on that one. And to the near side, Quinn Hughes coughing it up like a sick child. And the Senators trying to take it back to the near corner. Matt Boldy with the puck. Up to the top of the zone, far side, shot, and denied. Puck hits the netting, out of play. But overall, we got a really good slate of games going on for today. But in terms of these teams, let me go ahead and pull up our scenarios for these two teams for today. So the Minnesota Wild can clinch a top 3 Central Division spot with either a win and a mammoth loss of any kind, or a point, an overtime loss with a Utah regulation loss. But with a regulation loss, the Wild are eliminated from the top seed in the Central Division. Or if them and Colorado get an overtime loss, or if Colorado just gets a win of any kind. So that's what's at stake here for Minnesota. They're trying to keep their hopes alive, even for the top of the division, no matter how unlikely. As the Senators going to send it on net, loose to the near side. Spurgeon trying to control it to the far side, tied up into the corner. Around the near side, that's Dylan Cousins. To the near side boards from the circle. Shot and an easy save. Not a lot of effort on that one. A 2-year-old could have made that save. But we still get the face-off. Taking a look real quick at the Ottawa Senators and what they are playing for today. They need a win to avoid being eliminated from a top 2 Central Division spot. That would involve a regulation loss paired with either a Tampa Bay win or Buffalo win of any kind, or if both of them win, they're eliminated from Atlantic 2. They're eliminated from Atlantic 1 with either of those occurrences. Also, overtime loss, you're looking at just a net difference of 3 points. Or a net difference of 1 point today. So, here we go. Working with it on the near side, or far side, sorry, face off. And won by the Wild. Taking it down low towards the far side, Jared Spurgeon. Passing it up now through center to the near side of the offensive end. Here comes your chance for Ryan Hartman. Passing in front, driving the net. Chance to the near side, and it's going to be taken back by Batherson. Over to the near side along the boards, the Senators clearing the zone. An incredible opportunity for the Wild if they just were able to capitalize on it. A wide open net. So here we go to the near side, played off to the corner. Near side is Sanderson with that puck, passing it around up to Pinto into the offensive end, driving the net, shot and save by the goalie Wallstedt. The Wall is in commission for today. Oh man, I want to take a look at something real quick because I am testing something as well with today's streams. So I want to see something real quick. Oh man, you go here and here. Okay, so we got a face off to the top of the zone, near side, and kept in by Spence for now. But Minnesota wrestled it away, passing to the far side. A race for Tarasenko, taken by Montemapalo, and the Senators have it to the near side, trying to clear the zone. Into the offensive end, they'll drive it near side. Dylan Cousins, he's been an active participant today so far. Back down low to Kachuk, trying to just shovel it across. Chance! Could not convert. Back over to the near side, taken by Ottawa. Trying to pass in front of the net, and the puck goes loose, taken by Yaroslav Trenin. Or, not Yaroslav, Yakov Trenin. But over to the far side, down low to the near side, taken by Jordan Spence and the Senators. Up through center ice they go. Into the offensive end, behind the net to the near side. Quinn Hughes gets it to the far. Trying to clear it out of the zone, but aggressively pursued by the Senators. Behind his own net, trying to find somewhere to go. Quinn Hughes taking a nap behind his own goalie. He sends it out the far side through center, and Ottawa's going to take it back in their own end off of Artrum Zub. Over to the far side, working with it along the boards. And it's going to come loose to the top of the zone and cleared out by Ottawa. This is going to not be an icing. Beaten out by Quinn Hughes. Back in over to the near corner. Trying to get it out of his own end to the near side. That's going to be passed up to Faber. Behind the net of Olmark to the far side. Along the boards, just tied up, trying to free it up. And we'll see Johansson in there alongside others, including Amadio. To the near side, Quinn Hughes from the point. Trying to find an opening. Taken away by Ottawa off of the stick of Giroux. Into the offensive end. They're going to cough it up. And taken back by Ottawa to the far side, trying to find a passing lane in front. And it goes high to the near side. Along the boards, into the corner, down low, Shane Pinto. Over to the far side from the point, shot and gloved by the Great Wall. The Great Wall being incredible today, making some nice saves, getting into this game, really settling in. And that's what you need to see. You need to see him just settle into the game. Once he's settled into the game, he'll be good. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Let me take a look here real quick. Bada bing, bada boom, and over here. Okay. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here. Just taking a look at the way this game has gone. Both sides have been really, really aggressive out the gate. It's been really good. You could tell both these teams are wanting to win it. The last time these teams did play, it was a close one as well in Minnesota on December 13th. The Wild winning 3-2 over the Senators. Taking a look back at that game, a trip down memory lane, if I do say so myself. That game was a 3-2 win. Taking a look at our goalies in that game real quick and our key players from that game. It was Merrilainen for the Ottawa Senators. He's not even on the roster right now. He's not up with with Ottawa. But Jesper Wallstedt was in net, facing 36 shots, saving 34 of them. So a very good night for him last time they played this team. Meanwhile, Merrilainen, he only faced 25 shots and let up 3. But taking a look at the goals scored in that last time, these are some players to keep an eye on because they have had that history. It was Tyler Pitlick, Ryan Hartman, and Joel Eriksson Ek for Minnesota. No Pitlick today, though, so yeah, he's not there anymore. Meanwhile, Tim Stützle and Dylan Cousins getting goals, but those were only on the power play. 5-on-5, Ottawa has yet to get a goal on Minnesota this season. Over to the near side, the puck cleared out by the Wild, and into the neutral zone they go. To the far side, shot from the corner and kicked away. Over to the near side, taken by Ottawa, still looking for that first 5-on-5 goal. Into the offensive end, they'll send it, taken back by the Wild, off of the stick of, who is that? It's going to be off the stick of McCarron, but we got a whistle. As they're highlighting Clevin in his last game against Buffalo, or Thursday, where he suffered an upper body injury. Is he in the official lineup today? Let me take a look. Because he was listed as a game time, and I don't know. Yeah, no, he's not in. That's why Jake Sanderson's in the game. So, a big loss there for Ottawa today. Rather unfortunate loss, too, because he's been a really big player. Clevin's been one that we've been calling out left and right. So here we go. We got a face-off now coming up. 7 shots on goal for Ottawa in the offensive end and taken by Minnesota to the near side. Michael McCarron trying to send it out into the corner. Still tied up. Atram Zub getting in there alongside Zetterlund. And the Wild taking it away to the far side. Faber up through center. He passes to the near side. Played by Allmark to the near corner. Along the boards, down low. Wrestled away. Here come the Senators. Up through the offensive end and into the corner. They'll dump it. They took a massive dump on the state of Minnesota with that one as the Wild take it to the near side. Matt Zuccarello, a pass, shot, gonna go wide to the near side. And to the top of the zone, Hughes wing to wing and down low in front. Nice block by Sanderson to break up that pass. And he's gonna send it behind the net to the near side to Spence. Jordan Spence going to take a little nap behind his own goalie as they go for a change over to the near side. Moved out off of Giroux to Spence, back to Giroux, and into the offensive end, played by Wallstedt. To the far side, and the Wild moving it out on a pass across ice, and into the offensive end from Middleton. Taken back by Ottawa and Spence, tied up into that corner. Working it around the far side is Johansson. And wrestled away by Ottawa to the near side. Shane Pinto driving. Shot goes high. Over to the far side. Taken by the Senators. Down low into the corner. Centering pass. Nobody home. And a shot gets deflected by the Wild. Here comes Yakov Trenin. Over to the far side. Taken back by Ottawa. Down low. Pinto huffing it away. And taken back by Matt Boldy and the Wild. Gonna move it up now, wing to the near side. Nobody home, off a broken stick, almost taken back by Ottawa. Ultimately, those Senators taking it back from their own end, through center to the offensive end, behind the net to the far side. Played off the stick of Bogosian to the near side, over to the far. Minnesota gonna take it back again. It's Minnesota! Over to the near side to the offensive end, trying to take it away, and Ottawa does, into the offensive end, and we got the offside whistle as Ridley Grieg was getting ready to make a drive at the net. Taking a look real quick at our poll in the chat. We'll go ahead and wrap up that poll at the end of the first period. We got 11 votes in that poll, and we are splitting so far 82 to 18% favoring the Minnesota Wild. So if you guys want to make your voice heard on who you think is winning Vote up by the end of the first period, because we're going to be changing that at the intermission. We're going to change that little poll. But here we go. We got a face-off coming. It's going to be to the near side. Face-off won by the Wild into their own end. What's good, Moss? Even before my Arsenal FA Cup match stream. Yeah, it's early today, bro. Early weekend streams. We love them. We love them, man. We got actually 3 streams that are like spaced out today. We got this game at 1. Then at 5, we got the Florida Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Middle Penguins. Among another game at 10, which I need to take a look at the member poll, see who they voted for. As Spence to the near side, sending it down low in the offensive end. Zetterlund to cross, and it's going to go loose, taken back by the Wild. Moving it out of their own end, Tarasenko. Centering to the near side, over to Brodin. A shot, loose in front, it gets by him, he scores! What was that goal? Oh my gosh. Bro, that was the stupidest goal I've ever seen. But Minnesota taking the lead. I need to just digest this goal again. Driving it around, Brodin's shot, deflected. Coming to a stop was going to be Danila Yurov, I think, who's going to get credit for the goal. No, he's not. It went in off an Ottawa player. That makes it even better. Martin Paulo off his skate and into the net behind Allmark. Oh my gosh. Where's directed by Robert E. Weed when you need it? Off of their own skate. Wow. Martin Paulo's going to want that one back. He was at the wrong place, wrong time, giving up the goal. Man, Moss first like voted, yes sir, voting the mini Wild. Well, they're taking the lead. And yeah, I'm starting with Arsenal at Southampton. There's Jays, White Sox, Bruins game, Final Four, and NHL night. Gonna be a long sports day night, absolutely. Absolutely. We're just doing 3 NHL streams today. We will be covering some Pirates games as well this year. We covered one already. The second 8-3 win. So hoist the cone. So here we go. Here come the Senators driving the net. 2-on-1 shot denied by Wallstedt. And Tkachuk, he's trying to commit manslaughter on Quinn Hughes behind the net of Wallstedt. Oh my gosh. That's the one thing I gotta order. I gotta see how much it costs. Let me see. Let me go to Amazon. Because the Penguins have a new gimmick this year. How much does it cost? Bro, why is it? Why are traffic cones like expensive, bro? Why are traffic cones like actually expensive? It's like whatever it is. It's not an expensive material. Why is it so expensive? I would think for a little bit of like plastic or rubber, whatever it is, like vulcanized rubber or whatever it is, with a little bit of reflective tape, $10. But if you get a single one, it's what? Why? I need a cone. I need to hoist the cone when the Pirates score runs. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Is there anywhere around me that sells them for cheaper? Maybe. Maybe. I might need to run out to the store. You can buy them by the dozen or by the pallet. I just need a single one. Okay, how much is it at Home Depot? I might just go to Home Depot. What? Bro. $25 for a single traffic cone. Oh my gosh. I need to somehow find a way to get one though. But they're like, why are traffic cones expensive, bro? Oh man, but looking back at that goal by the Wild, man, that was an unfortunate situation. That's not on Allmark. Man, I just realized he has like a dog Viking on his mask. Huh. But here we go. Far side circle draw, won by the Senators in the offensive end. Centering, shot, and saved easily there. Not a lot of effort. Didn't need it for the great Wallstedt. Okay. So we're ready to roll here. 9:27 to go in the first. 8 shots on goal for Ottawa, yet no goals. Minnesota getting 1 on 6. So here we go. Near side circle draw. Nick Foligno going to win the draw. Taken to the far side by Michael McCarron. Through center. Into the defensive end for the Senators, where Ottawa takes it back. Lars Eller down low to Crody. Penguins signed a junior Kamloops Blazer and star defenseman to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. If you didn't know, I did not. But this is the time of year I love, because you always see the young guns getting signed. Wing to the far side. Minnesota up through center ice into the offensive end, going past Marcus Foligno. Into the corner, over to the far side. And back on in behind the net. To the near side, here come the Senators. Up through center ice, they'll move it, giving a massive dump into Minnesota's end as the Wild take it to the near side if they can clear the zone. Oh, they do, to the far side, up through center ice. Oh, Brennecke. Yeah, I know Brennecke. Yeah. He played a little bit in the NHL this year, Harrison Brennecke. I think it was like beginning of the year he played a little bit, and then he went back to juniors. But up to the top of the zone, Minnesota shot. Not going to go. High and over to the near side. And battling for that puck into the near corner. Where is that puck? It's like... that was weird. We got a whistle, but they were still trying to play the puck. That was odd, to say the least. But take a look at team save percentage, man. A tale of two teams. Minnesota 906, best in the league. Ottawa 874, 31st in the NHL. Almost dead last. As it's going to be won the faceoff by Ottawa, moving it out through center. And over to the near side. Looking at Wallstedt, he leads NHL rookies at a 911 save percentage. And back on into the Ottawa defensive end, battling for that puck down low to the near side. Trying to free it out, and there's where my stuff is. Top of the zone, it's Minnesota. Back in behind Ullmark, sending it to the near side. Getting there is Joel Eriksson, among others, as Giroux gets taken out. And is that going to be a penalty on Joel Eriksson? It looks like it is. And the Ottawa Senators are going to get the game's first power play. They were really good on the power play last time these teams met, for the record, back in December. Taking a look real quick. Let me go back to team stats on the power play. Ottawa was 50% on the power play last time. Joel Eriksson going to get 2 for holding. 4 zip. Chelsea cheats. Oh, 2 to Wild sends now, yeah. It's a good game so far. Ottawa's playing this game aggressively. Cousins, Kachuk, Batherson, Sanderson, and Stützle out there for Ottawa to start off the power play. Looking at Ottawa's power play, they are 22.1, 12th in the league. Meanwhile, Minnesota's penalty kill is in the 78% range. Up to the near side, shot by Sanderson, deflected to the far side. Taken by Boldy, I believe it was, and he's going to clear it to center. Taken back by Ottawa into their own end. Sanderson with the puck. Trying to move it around into the offensive end, far side. That's a JJ and a few. Nice. So here we go. To the near side, top of the zone, gets cleared out. Minnesota with a chance, but Ullmark able to play the puck to the far side. Sanderson passing up. Minnesota punches it back into the offensive end again. This Senators power play unit looks very discombobulated early on so far. Red Wings down 1-1. That is true. We did get that goal earlier. As the Senators taking it to the near side, top of the zone, Dylan Cousins wing to the far side. Shot! And not going to make it to the net. Nice defense by Spurgeon, who also takes out Sanderson. And top of the zone, near side. Sanderson again with it. From the point, shot. Loose in front of the net to the far side. And it's going to clear out of the zone. So now back into their own end is going to be the Senators to the near side. Up through center they go, into the offensive end behind the net of Wallstead to the near side. Tied up for that puck, and it's going to get cleared to the top of the zone, taken in by Spence with a shot, denied to the far side. Working it around now, down low, Shane Pinto along the boards, trying to free that puck up. As it's into the corner, Faber trying to wrestle it away too, and Minnesota will clear the zone. And it's going to be Ottawa giving chase. 15 seconds remain on that power play. 5:46 to go. Up through center. Into the offensive end is Giroux to the far side. On a pass. Driving in Kachuk. Losing control of that puck. Minnesota man coming out of the box. And here comes an offensive zone chance driving the near side. Along the boards, top of the zone. That's down low again, able to connect with Marcus Foligno. Back down low behind the net to the far side. That's Quinn Hughes over to the near side. Foligno, top of the zone, wing to wing pass intercepted. Here comes a chance, 2-on-1 into the zone for the Senators. Driving it around, shot deflected to the near side. Not gonna go. And it's Quinn Hughes up the near side boards into the offensive end. He takes a massive dump on the city of Ottawa. To the far side, the Senators trying to clear the zone, kept in, shot, and gonna go wide. That chance by Bogosian. Over to the near side, Lars Eller moving it wing to the far side. Into the offensive end they go. Driving down along the board, centering to Eller, trying to find a hole. Wrapping it around near side, top of the zone. Working with it is going to be Spence. And taken back. Here comes a chance. 2-on-none. Into the zone. Zuccarello pass. He shoots. He scores. Ryan Hartman makes it 2-0 Wild with 4:25 to go in this first period. All right. That is a way to do it there. 2-0 Wild. Yes, sir. Doing exactly what they needed to do on that goal. It's really a 2 on like half, because right there was Michael Amadio, but he wasn't really in a position to fully defend. He was trying to play chase. And just a nice job making Allmark move from his right to his left quickly, and he didn't have the time. He didn't have the time to get there. What's good, RFK? How you doing, bro? So here we go. Center ice draw. Amen, brother. Amen. And over to the far side, it's going to be Ottawa sending it along the boards. No, he's not asleep. They actually went out for a little bit. So he might join a little bit later. Yeah, Hartman Sasky and Zuccarello Norwegian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But here we go into the offensive end for Ottawa with a chance. A shot loose in front. It's still loose to the near side. What a defensive effort by Minnesota. Down behind the net, Kachuk moving it around the near side. Minnesota! Over to the far side. Ottawa trying to work it from the point. Nobody home, and it's back into the neutral zone. Back into their own end. It's going to be passed up from Ottawa to the offensive end. Kachuk. Shot gets deflected easily by the wall. The Great Wall. Man. I don't know. But here we go. Up through center to the near side. Ottawa taking it back. Zoo passing into the offensive end. Now to the far side. Batherson shot. Not going to make it wide of the net. To the near side corner. Down into the boards. Trying to free it up. Still tied up tightly in. It's going to be taken back by the Wild. Over to the far side. Up through center. Into the offensive end. Uh-oh. Here comes a chance. Centering pass. And to the near side. Shot. Easy save. And Ottawa takes it back. Moving it up through center into the offensive end they go. And passing it around to the far side boards. Tied up for that puck. Minnesota gets it back. But before Ottawa rips it away, Stützle can't quite get it past Middleton. Got to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Ooh, that's not fun. That's not fun. I'm going to have to get up actually probably close to that time myself, because we have 2 services tomorrow that I got to help out for both. And instead of being 10 a.m., it's 9 a.m. first service. So... but here we go to the near side, through center. Boldy not quite able to control it into the boards near side. Top of the zone, centering, huge shot goes high. Lay off the weed, Quinn. I know it's fun and I think it's legal in Minnesota, but lay off the weed. 2:13 to go here, left in the first period. Yeah, we're not doing a sunrise, but we have 2 services. Normally our services are 10, and tomorrow we're doing 9 and 10:30. So instead of getting there at like 8 a.m. to get things situated, I'm gonna probably have to get there by about 7. So, you know, thankfully the church is only like 5 minutes away. And we have one at 7 and our 10:30 service as well. Yeah, so we typically do just a 10 a.m. Legal in Canada a long time. Oh yeah, it's been legal up there for a long time. What's good, Craig? What's good, Coconut? How you doing, bro? Man, it's gonna rain, so we won't so we'll be inside, so it won't really be a sunrise. Yeah, it'll be a little cloud rise, we'll call it. Oh man. Your church 15 away? That's not terrible. Fortunately, in the mornings, I don't need too much time to get ready, so I could probably get away with getting up about 6:40. So, yes, it is a cloud rise service. Oh, man. So, we'll see here. Taking a look around the rest of the NHL real quick. Not sure if we have any other updates to provide yins, but... Oh, that's Easter Sunday scores. That's why there's no scores there. Starting in the second period, the Rangers still up 1-0 over the Red Wings. And apart from that, no action till 3 p.m. Because I don't either, but I gotta get to the service 30 to 50 minutes early. Yeah, so that's the thing, is that you have a bit more of a commute. For me, I get there a couple hours early because we always have a whole bunch of stuff. It's literally just like 3 of us in the mornings typically. So, you know, we have everything. Sweeping, vacuuming, mopping, windows, you know. I got stuff if I need to put in different things for the notes or if there's changes in the music, you know. Because I work the booth, so. Here we go to the near side, down low. Ottawa moving it to the far side. As people want shows 1 hour clean during the week. Yeah, we usually do ours the morning of. It's just the way it is because people use the church throughout the week for different things. So, now I'm curious. Do you guys use Pro Presenter? As Minnesota taking it, centering pass, nobody home, and taking back at the point to the far side. Down low, Minnesota, not able to control it. Pinto able to clear the zone. And it's going to be taken back. It's actually going to be whistled offside. I didn't think they touched it, but they did. Oh, man. But yeah, right now I'm trying to see if I could find a new companion for Pro Presenter. We use a simple thumb drive and made in advance. Yeah, we do everything through Pro Presenter. Not bad today on ABC with 2 hockey games and the classic 10 commandments. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, ABC, they also got the Boston game, don't they? If I'm not mistaken. Isn't it the... No, it's not the Boston game. I got it wrong. I flipped the times because Boston's at 5. It's Colorado and Dallas. That's what it is. Man, Ottawa, though, they are relentless on the shots today. They are pacing to 40 shots on goal this game for the record. 1:38 to go in the period. And 13 shots on net so far for Ottawa. They are pacing to a whopping 40 shots on net. Over to the near side, taken down low. Here come the Senators. Oh, we got another whistle. Start and stop again. Man, only the bad thing about it, sometimes they change the songs. It takes me 2 minutes to notice the wrong song is up. Yeah, for us, we always have the communication. We actually have like little like earbuds or headphones where we can actually communicate with the stage, which is really nice. But here we go to the near side, kicked up by the Senators into the offensive end, chasing it down. Minnesota to the near side, into the corner, on top of the zone, and taken out by Nick Foligno. Foligno to Foligno. Foligno up on into the offensive end. This is my chance. Foligno dishing out a big hit, but the other Foligno not there with him. Into the near side, boards Foligno, trying to hit Foligno on the far side. over to McCarron. And taken back by Foligno. Looking for Foligno. And the pass is taken away. 1 minute left in the period. 1 minute. I always get sick after Easter because I'm allergic to chocolate. Doesn't stop me though. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But I've never had a chance to actually call something like that. So I wanted to take my opportunity of Foligno to Foligno back to Foligno. And spilling out is going to be, I think we got a trip there as Danila Yurov goes flying out on the ice. But I always dreamed of calling like a Foligno to Foligno, back to Foligno. Foligno shoots, Foligno scores on the rebound on the shot by Foligno. So I was looking forward to that. And they're on the same line, and they're both 17 and 71. Like, bro. That ain't confusing. So here we go. Top of the zone, Ottawa. Passing in front, shot, and saved by the goalie Wallstedt. The Great Wall. Oh, man. Let me get a little reload here real quick. As a nice save there by Wallstedt. All right. They should both be allowed to wear 17. Honestly, 17 Foligno to 17 Foligno. And the shot goes wide to the far side. Battling for that possession is going to be Ridley Greig for Ottawa. Back down low, under 20 seconds to go in the period to the near side. Puck is tied up along the boards. 12, 11. Nope, we got a whistle here. That's going to be a penalty on Zach Bogosian. One of the few players to not wear the standardized shield. Fun fact, not many players are able to not wear a shield anymore because I think that's a new rule that was like instated in like the 2010s. So old players got grandfathered into it. But yeah, that's a high sticking on Zach Bogosian, high sticking Brady Tkachuk, which is going to put the Ottawa Senators back on the power play. And Ottawa going to come back and win 3-2. Well, we'll see. What's good, Sports Victor? How you doing, bro? And we got Islanders saying Islanders are getting all the help they don't deserve. Come on, Ottawa. Hey, Ottawa can still make, the Isles can still make it happen, bro. Just wait. Who needs a shield when they need, who even needs a helmet? And that puck going to be kicked away as we end the first period with a score. The Minnesota Wild 2, the Ottawa Senators nothing. Taking a look at our shots on goal so far after a full period of play. We got Ottawa pegged at 14, pacing to over 40 shots on goal, and Minnesota with 8. Taking a look as well, the 2 PIMs being served so far, both against Minnesota. Islanders are in deep trouble. The problem with the Isles is consistency. They have the potential. They have the potential. The problem is they just don't live with it. They don't live up to it all the time. Their potential is there. They just refuse to play at that level consistently enough. A perfect storm team? Absolutely. The thing I hate about hockey is that we have a 40-minute break. We need to invent better ice. Bro, that was crazy. That was freaking crazy. Damn. Battling the elements as Gatsby fishermen? Yes, sir. Islanders got the Canes today. Yes, they do. In the second game of a back-to-back against Carolina. Well, not a back-to-back, but back-to-back games against Carolina over 3 days. Well, that's going to be a big one. That is going to be a big, big game, especially because Carolina does have something to play for. They can clinch the first seed in the Metropolitan Division today with either a win or overtime loss, or a Penguins regulation loss or overtime loss. A Penguins loss of any kind or a Carolina point of any kind would clinch Carolina, the Metropolitan's top seed. Man, imagine having a crown next to your name. Bro, I don't know how you don't have one, RFK. Top fans, you're not even on the list of top fans. Is that just like, or is that something like you can opt out of or something like that? I don't know why it doesn't give you that. Man, soft not salty dogs from Gwyn and Jaws. Oh man, but I do want to take a look at something real quick. Oh, I turned it off, but even before you never got XP on that account. Huh, that's odd. That is odd. But I do want to try something a little bit different today. While we have the time, I want to take a look and try to actually break down some of the goals that we had happen. So let me go here. And let me see. Ooh, probably not on this screen. I probably need to do it over here. Nope, I gotta figure it out. Let's see, who's in goal today for the Pens? Let me see if I can find that out real quick. Let me see if I could find that out real quick. Do we have a confirmed goalie? Let me get a little reload on daily face-off. And still unconfirmed. They have it pegged as Artur Shilovs. I think Stu got the last game, so it wouldn't surprise me if Shilovs gets the start. So let me see here. This hour has 22 minutes. A Canadian comedy troupe did on CBC did a Jaws skit about cocaine shark and it's priceless. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Let me go over to the window capture. I'm gonna change this to here. Done. And if I go here, I should be able to break down the film on these goals. Oh, you son of a gun. You son of a gun, ESPN. Never mind. I need to add a window capture. Oh my gosh. What I'm doing is I'm trying to commentate over the goal and kind of like do a little film breakdown. Man, Life of Fisherman. Man, what's your favorite Easter food for dinner and favorite Easter candy? I gotta go, you know, my dad, I'm kind of biased because my dad gave me some today, but them chocolate covered M&Ms are pretty good. But ham is a pretty good staple. It's a pretty good staple. Ham with some barbecue. So that's what I'd probably say. Let me just see here. Where is, if I go display capture, can I do that and skirt it? No. So I literally cannot even break down the film. I wanted to break down the film on the goals, but I can't. Because it's like not there. Screw you, ESPN. I'm not stealing your content. I am using your content in a transformative manner. I guess we can pull these. Maybe. Maybe, but this is kind of like rough. Underrated little chocolate coins with the crunch bar inside. Those are pretty good. I think Peeps are overrated, honestly. I think they're overrated. They literally just pop up for Easter and then nobody cares about Peeps the rest of the year. Reese's peanut butter eggs, those are pretty solid too. If I would do, you know, if I would be a peanut butter connoisseur. Man, Peeps, I put them in the microwave. I have crisp Peeps. Fair enough. It's just not my thing. Let's see. Where is the poll? The poll go away? Where's the poll? Bro, the poll is gone. I'm trying to start a new poll. I want to start a new poll and see who we think is going to get the next goal. Let me go ahead and end that poll. There we go. 22 votes, splitting 64% for the Wild. We're going to start a new poll here. Let's see. Who scores next? We're going to go Minnesota Wild. Ottawa Senators. I'm going to say option saying none. 2-0 is final score. There we go. We'll start that poll. See what you guys think. The Cadbury cream eggs are pretty solid. Oh, there we go. New little poll in the chat. Seeing who we think scores next. Although I think I might have found a way to break down some of the film on some of these goals. Okay, let me see. Can I do a window capture now? Yes. This is how we do it. You know what? Let me see if I take this out Let me go into screen recording. And if I change this, let me change this to here. Oh my gosh, that is like big. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. I can live with that easily. I would say Wild 3, Ottawa 1, Ottawa next. Fair enough. But taking a look here real quick, I just want to take a look at this goal again real quick. This is the first goal of the game. And this was the most unfortunate goal that I have seen in a hot minute. You'll see here, the Wild taking it back off of Tarasenko across to Brodin. Gets into the offensive end. Brodin makes the shot. Puck goes loose. But there's Martin Paulo up here. He's sliding into the puck. And he flips it in. Oh my gosh, that is just a wrong place, wrong time. Not much Ullmark could have done. I guess maybe he didn't jump quick enough. I guess he kind of got complacent after the save, but in real time, there's the save. He thought he had it, and he didn't. And that slowed him down from being able to make that play on the puck. That was a rather unfortunate call there. That's good, Scott. I hope Brady, the skillless turnover machine, is traded next year. Well, we'll see. We will see. Kachuk got eaten up a little bit today. Actually, earlier he got almost taken out. I believe it was by Bogosian. But let me see here. Here is the Hartman goal. Let me just preview it again myself. Yes, that was what it was. I remember that goal now. So let me pause this here. And this was the second goal of the game. This was Ryan Hartman on the goal. You know what? I can actually increase this up to here. And actually a little bit higher up so you guys can get the full experience. So you see here, the Senators from the top of the zone, Spence just coughs that puck up. And that results in Zuccarello and Hartman just going to the races. You got right here Amadio trying to get there, but he's playing catch-up at this point. And at this point, it is a practically 2-on-none. I mean, Amadio is not even a difference maker here. Maybe a little bit, but Zuccarello just has to get a vertical pass right to hit Hartman as he's in the middle of trying to get to that puck. And it's goodbye. Good night on Linus Ullmark. I mean, that's the big thing right there. And you see on this goal, Zuccarello does just that. He passes vertical right to Hartman. And at this point, Hartman just needs to flip it in. He just needs to flip it in, and it's right there. Wide open net. Ullmark trying to transition, but not able to get there. Not able to get there in time. Not able to punch it through at the right moment. And you'll see right there, bingo. Let me see. Can I slow this down at all? I can't. And I can't do the slow scroll like I do on X. But again, right here, Zuccarello. At this point, they have Amadio beat. Amadio is going to need to make one hell of a job in order to stop this pass. Zuccarello just needs to get a slightly vertical pass, and he does just that to Hartman, right in front of the net, not giving Ullmark the chance. And just right there, flip it up right over the blocker pad. Not much Ullmark could have done at that point. He had to get over quick, and I applaud the effort. But all Hartman needed to do was just what he did. Flip it up over the blocker pad, and that was it. He was gone to the races. He was gone to the races at that point. Sens do not deserve to make the playoffs. If this is how they're going to play at home with the playoffs on the line, they'll get swept in the first round easily. Mayhaps, but also, keep in mind this. Keep in mind this one, Scott. The Senators have been playing very aggressive today. They have been very aggressive. They just got caught out of position on that second goal. And that first goal was just a bad, Ullmark thought he had it. He didn't realize the puck deflected off of him. So he thought he had it. And then by the time he realized he didn't, Martin Paulo already inadvertently hit the puck back because of him trying to stop into the puck. And I'm going to watch paint dry better than watching the Sens clowns. I don't know about that. Again, Minnesota, they've been up and down, but when they want to be a good team, they are a really good team. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the fact of this game necessarily. And if the Islanders lose today and the Flyers win tomorrow against Boston, they would leapfrog them. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. But the other big thing as well is missing Shabbat. And that's the thing, is if Shabbat can manage to get back soon, this could change the whole season around for Ottawa. It really could. So I am, I kind of like where Ottawa's at. I think they really have a good shot. Especially if they can get, Shabbat, Clevin, Jensen. Yakimchuk was pretty solid when he was in. I want the Skillies. Oh my gosh. You want him off your team? A skillless American off your team? Fair enough. Kachuk has, he's had his moments where he just hasn't been the greatest. But, HNIC, like the olden days of once a week hockey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. But yeah, just kind of taking a look real quick at the other games here. 6:25 left to go in the second period, and the Red Wings, man, the march of the Red Wings down the standings continues into April. They are trying their best to actively implode and give that playoff spot to literally anyone else, which is not going to bode well. Let me take a look here real quick. Yo, what's good, Volt Plays? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Welcome in. Let's go, Hockey Town. Yeah, bro, Detroit has been actively imploding. The march of the Red Wings down the standings looks to continue into April so far. You're doing good, bro. Awesome. Taking a look at our new poll. We got 5 votes on the new poll. We are talking that the Senators, 60% of Ians are thinking the Senators get the next goal. Well, not the Rangers or Vancouver. Yeah, the Rangers are just, they're doing what they got to do right now. They are doing what they got to do. And taking a look at the implications on that game, Florida could realistically live to see another day. If Florida even loses in overtime to Pittsburgh, Detroit continues their active implosion, Ottawa struggles to win in regulation, and Columbus drops the game to Carolina tonight, which at this point is looking very realistic. I mean, Florida can live to see another day. It's going to come down to their game against Pittsburgh. That's going to be what it really comes down to. Although also Detroit, if they manage to lose this game and they keep it up, diving into our playoff scenarios in the Discord server, by the way, link is in the description if you want to join up. When does second period start? Let me go ahead over to NHL.com because they have a timer. NHL.com/scores. There is about 43 seconds left in the intermission, so just over a minute here till we get really into puck drops, just about a minute or so. But with a regulation loss, Detroit will be eliminated from the top 2 positions in the Atlantic. So that is the other thing on the line for Detroit. Oh yeah, we're getting close. We are getting close. Ottawa going to have a lot of power play time into the second period. I believe about 1:40 of power play time. So also Ottawa playing for their lives for the top 2 spots in the Atlantic are going to be eliminated with a regulation loss with some help. So that's kind of what's on the board right now. Taking a look at the Penguins game, big implications there. Florida can be eliminated. Carolina can clinch the top seed in the Metropolitan if the Penguins lose or go to or lose in any fashion, really. Florida with a regulation loss in that game would also be eliminated from playoff contention. So that is big as well. Blues are trying. I can't see them making it in, but it's got to be sickening for the Blues. 2 years in a row, late and waiting in the line, up front party. I don't know. St. Louis is kind of in the mix. It's really going to come down to Nashville. Nashville drives. Yes, sir. Period 2 right there. An update on ESPN. We are getting close to puck drop here. But the big thing I want to make real quick before we go into puck drop here. Nashville drives that Western Conference race. Nashville drives that second wild card spot. It doesn't look like it, but Nashville plays 2 games against San Jose, and they play a game against the Kings still. So that is 6 points right there among those top 3 teams. And if they split those points around and none of them go to overtime, and St. Louis gets really hot, you're talking a realistic chance at sneaking in there. Predators came out exciting the other day. Yeah, oh, absolutely. And they control the race because they played 2 games against San Jose, who has a game in, or who had a game in pocket against everybody, and will get close to getting that game in pocket back. They play 2 games against them, and they play a game against the Kings, who have the tiebreaker over them right now. So that is the big thing right there. Nashville drives that race and how they play throughout the rest of their games. So here we go. Second period puck drop getting ready to get underway here momentarily from Ottawa, Ontario. And the Rangers getting another goal real quick before puck drop. Gabe Perreault going to get a goal assisted by Mika Zibanejad and Robertson. So that is your second goal there with 4:01 to go in the third or second. But here we go. Center ice draw to get period number 2 underway. Here we go. Taking the draw is going to be Dylan Cousins against Joel Eriksson Ek. Face off won by Minnesota, and they're just going to clear that puck out. Ottawa carrying almost 1:45 of power play time into this period. So here we go. To the near side, Tkachuk. Along the boards, down low. Behind the net from Stützle. On the far side, Batherson. Top of the zone. That's to Cousins to Sanderson from the point. Driving at the near side, Stützle. Down low, looking for some help. Now back to the point, Sanderson. What's good, Cheryl? And Sanderson, or Batherson, down to Stützle to the near side, behind the net, centering pass, nobody home, up to the point, Cousins with a shot, it's blocked up, here comes a chance, a breakaway, Joel Eriksson Ek, shorthanded, he shoots, he's denied. But the Wild with an incredible opportunity, shorthanded there, and it's going to be Sanderson. 6 shorthanded goals, meanwhile, for Minnesota this season, tied for 10th in the league. Just been listening. Sounds like a hard-fought game for Ottawa. Absolutely. And I'm doing well today. Thank you for asking. How you doing, Cheryl? So over to the near side corner, played by Linus Ullmark, and it's going to be not ice. Okay, I thought it was a whistle because they cut to a player going to the bench. But here we go. Through center to the offensive end. Pinto passing to the far side along the boards. And now towards the near side. Not able to go. That's going to be Spurgeon playing it and frozen up by the goalie, the Great Wall. The Great Wall of Minneapolis. As a nice little save there by Wallstedt leads to them pushing and shoving after the play. Oh my gosh, Larkin re-injured himself potentially. Oh, son of a gun. I started him in fantasy. Oh no. Oh no. That means he didn't get a lot of fantasy points today, did he? Shoot, I started him. Okay. Let me see here real quick. Larkin. Dylan Larkin. Oh my gosh, he only got 0.4 points. But that puck going to get cleared out by Minnesota. It's an elimination action game. When a team loses, they're out of the playoffs. Because either was looking at Pens versus Panthers upcoming stream. It's an elimination game for Florida. Because it looks like Detroit is going to lose that game to the Rangers more than likely. Barring a comeback. So Florida would be eliminated from the playoff, or from playoff contention. By the way, power play expires. But a loss by Florida in regulation would eliminate them from the playoffs. So, or any kind of loss, I think it is, would eliminate them from playoff action. Meanwhile, the Penguins get eliminated from the top seed in the Metropolitan with a loss themselves. And a shot to the far side, going to go off of Ullmark to the near side, top of the zone. Faber wing to wing, and back again. Faber shot and gloved by Ullmark. I meant to say not either. I had to, oh no, you're good. You're good. But yeah. But yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, your fantasy baseball blew a 150 point lead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's the thing. Is that it's an elimination game for Florida, and Pittsburgh will be eliminated from the top of the metro with a loss themselves. They'd give that over to Carolina. But top of the zone, Faber, wing to wing, centering from the point, shot by by Hartman, not gonna go. Over to the far side, down low, Zuccarello battling it aggressively along the boards with Grieg, and the puck comes loose into the neutral zone, taken back. That's Minnesota to the near side, into the offensive end. I caught off the dogs. I thought I locked it up, but now I'm up 11. Oh my gosh. So to the near side. That's why I never lay up the gas. I never lay up the gas in fantasy hockey. So they wouldn't be eliminated from the playoffs. They'd be eliminated from the top seed in the Metro. So in essence, it kind of is a pseudo elimination game. Florida is definitely losing out. But Pittsburgh is lose and give up the Metro to Carolina. So there is elimination aspects for Pittsburgh there as well, as the puck gets launched out of play. Man, he's still playing, I think. He took a stroll down the ice to see how he felt at the beginning of the second period. Okay. I hope he is, because I started him in fantasy. By the way, Cheryl, I think you're a little bit behind. You might want to double check that real quick. As we have 16:39 to go here in the second period, Ottawa just cranking out the shots on Minnesota. 16 so far. So here we go, far side, won by the Senators. Sanderson passing it out along the boards, moving it through center to the offensive end, gonna be played off of Wallstedt to the near side, down low, taken by Amadio, and Minnesota wrestling that puck back up through center into the offensive end. Minnesota, Joel Eriksson not gonna be able to control it back into the neutral zone. That's you building your legacy as a GM. Never lay off the gas. Absolutely don't cheat your journey. Absolutely. Like, that's why in fantasy hockey, even if I'm up 40 points going into the last day, I still make sure my roster is maxed. It doesn't take a lot of time. So here we go to the near side, down low, back on in behind the net, circling around and denied by Ullmark. Over to the far side, Eriksson able to get it down low for Johansson along the boards and played around, taken back as bodies stumble over each other. That's going to be Matt Boldy driving the net, passing in front, taken back by Sanderson. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Try the best all the time. That's why I don't say, oh, I don't need to update my fantasy team. I'm up 40 points. No, that doesn't happen. My leads can go like that. I know that, especially because my opponent does actively update his fantasy team. As the Senators moving it to the near side, clearing the zone. At center is Amadio. Working with that puck, tied up with one of the Felinos. The other Felino watching it from the sides. And over to the near side into the offensive end for the Senators, taken back by the Wild. WSBN Fantasy League, but I didn't get a recall as I'm a chatty Kathy. Oh, you're good, bro. Man. Yes, sir, Shirley. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So here we go to the near side along the boards, tied up into the offensive end. Here comes Minnesota. That's training into the corner, battling along that puck with Crotty, and moving it out the other way. Here comes your chance. Never mind. Minnesota wrestling it away. Owners never say die. We're weary of this rookie. And here we go. We got a whistle. I believe it's going to be an icing on Minnesota as Training's heading over. Was going to head over to the bench. But to answer your thought there, Egg, Dallas still has a chance for the number 1 seed. But it comes down. Minnesota still has a mathematical chance, I believe. Let me see. Their max is 110. So unless Colorado Minnesota still has a chance at the top seed. But Colorado has to lose out and Minnesota has to win out and get help from Dallas. So, because Colorado has 108 points, Minnesota's maximum is 110. But here we go through center. We got Volzang. Let's go, Sens. And it's a nice save by Linus Ullmark. Is Brady playing to win? Well, I mean, Ottawa is coming out very aggressive today. They are shooting like crazy. I mean, they're shooting like the heavy from Team Fortress 2. But a nice little chance there. Quinn Hughes just kind of flipping it up. He knew there wasn't really much of a goal chance there. All right. Let me take a look here real quick. Let me get a little reload on this. As they're taking a look at Quinn Hughes, face off here. After the freeze, and it's into the offensive end to the near side. Face off won by the Senators. Sanderson to the far side, over to Dylan Cousins. Up through center, taken back by Quinn Hughes. That was a bad pass. And into the offensive end, played back into the far corner, Atram Zub. And it's Ottawa moving it out through the far side, laying a massive dump in the Minnesota end. To the near side, top of the zone, Grieg down low behind Cousins. And Dylan Cousins trying to take it back in the corner to Kachuk. And he can't control that puck. Over to the near side, top of the zone, shot by Sanderson, denied by the Great Wall. And that puck gets cleared out. Over to the near side, into the offensive end for Minnesota, behind the net of Allmark to the far side. And the B side of my fantasy pool for the first season back, so I'm looking for a team next fall. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But here we go. Bogosian wing to the far side. Into the offensive end they go. Into the far corner, taken back by the Sens. Boldy trying to wrestle it away, though. And taken by Joel Eriksson near side, top of the zone. Bogosian wing to wing. Over to the far side, shot. And going to go behind the net to the near side. Along the boards. Working with it, top of the zone, Bogosian. Down low. Losing control of it is Boldy. And it's going to be chased out by Minnesota into their own end. Wing to the far side and back again. Over along the near side to Middleton. Up through center they go. Behind the net of Allmark. And over to the far side they move it. Like Brady wants to leave Ottawa. I heard Ottawa fans don't believe he's playing. He ought to win if he wants to go. I can see it. I can definitely see it. Like there's been a few times where he's just been kind of like there. But here we go. Through center to the offensive end. Into the near corner. Down low. Played along the boards. That's going to be top of the zone. Wing to wing. And a shot denied goes wide to the near side. Down low, Marcus Foligno along the boards to the top of the zone. Spurgeon to the far side and back again. Jared Spurgeon on the tick-for-tack pass, sending it down into the corner near side. Giving chase, Ottawa trying to clear it. Stützle on a massive shift here, 1 minute 33. And counting. He got to get off the ice here pretty soon as the puck is tied up to the near side. I'd trade him if it's a haul for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, I got a dilemma after CBB ends. I need a new sport to watch for 12 hours on Saturdays before NHL, NBA playoffs. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe NASCAR. Oh, wait, next weekend. The Masters. Golf. Next weekend, it's golf. That's a nice save made by Linus Allmark. Which we might be live for the Masters, too. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. We might go live for like a chill stream talking Masters while we're... I might be doing some other things, like getting some other work stuff done, you know. But just talking Masters while we're live. Yeah, I think we're going to try to go live for that, for sure. Too bad Ottawa lost their draft pick. So sad Tiger won't be there. I wonder why. Huh, did it have something to do with like some pills or something like that? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm looking at. Kentucky Derby is a month away. That do be true. That do be true. So next weekend's the Masters, and I think the weekend after that is Stanley Cup Playoffs starting. Yeah, it's the 8th through the 12th for the Masters, and then the 18th is the first day of Stanley Cup Playoffs. So you just need it for one weekend. There you go. Rinse and repeat, Tiger. Oh, man. But yeah, so that's probably what we do next weekend. I've got the Kentucky Derby right 3 times in a row. Nice. Nice. So taking a look real quick. I do want to take a minute while we're at a commercial. Oh, actually, no, we're coming out of commercial here soon, so I don't want to get too far into the woods. Next commercial break, I do want to take a look at some of the premier matchups tonight. So, because there's a lot of playoff action going on tonight. In our playoff scenarios in the Discord server, we got how many teams here? We got Minnesota can clinch a top 3 spot. We got Carolina clinching a Metropolitan 1. Tampa Bay and Buffalo both can clinch playoff berths tonight with an Ottawa loss of any kind. And Florida can be eliminated today. Man, horses are awesome. Yes, they are. Tyler's out of the country for treatment. I did not know that. I knew he was going to be seeking help. I didn't realize he was going out of the country. Huh. So here we go, taking a look at the Ottawa bench. You can see the coach just trying to coordinate what he's going to do as we got a face-off on the far side. To the right of Allmark, behind the net. Do it. Excuse me. And that puck goes out of play. And turn off the TV, looking for derby horses now. Oh, man. Let's see. Would you call the Panthers a dynasty? I don't know. They definitely were a blip. They definitely were at least a blip. I don't know that I would go as far as dynasty, though. Because as soon as they start winning championships, they suck. I would say Tampa is more of a dynasty than them. And they're still pseudo in their dynasty phase. You know what I mean? They're still dominant or they're still, like, you know, very competitive outside of the cup years. Are we the Ranger TV game? Yes, they are. They are an ABC game alongside the Avalanche and Stars. As that puck is taken to the near side corner, flipped out by Ottawa. And here come the Senators back into the defensive end, or neutral zone. Trying to move it around near side. Here come the Wild. Into the offensive end they go as we're crossing the halfway point in this second period. Behind the net far side, and man, Ottawa is really getting manhandled this period. I miss Tampa being in the cup. I mean, Tampa is still dominant, even though they haven't been in the cup. Just like you could call the Chiefs, you know, even years they weren't in the Super Bowl, they were still a dynasty, but they didn't go from like winning a Super Bowl to absolute worst in the league. Well, bowling's on too. Ooh, which bowling event is it today? Up to the top of the zone, the Wild trying to move it out of their own end. And into the offensive end, they'll send it around the far side boards and take it to the top of the zone. Your family won a prize show horse before it won anything. We sold him, huh? That's cool. As the Senators crashing the net and frozen by the Great Wall. And a bit of extracurricular there behind the net. They're saying, is it a goal or is it... The lights are on. Hold on. Did that puck go in? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. But a lot of extracurricular on that. It's on CBS, Belmo. I'll take a look because I can't do it because I have this game on ESPN Plus. But real quick, I do want to highlight some of the premier matchups for tonight. So obviously Colorado, Dallas, that is a big one. Colorado can make some progress in clinching the top seed in the Central. Bruins, Lightning, as always, it's big. Big. Oh, it's USA Worlds. Okay. But yeah, that's a big one there. Bruins, Lightning, as always, a big one. Especially with a lot of playoff implications. Tampa Bay, depending on what happens in this game, can clinch a top 3 spot, I believe. Meanwhile, Canadiens, Devils is not really as big. Montreal trying to keep themselves going. Buffalo has a win and in again, or a win and, you know, make the progress there. It's always so fun to casually watch. It is, though. Like, it is. Let me take a look here. Clinch a playoff berth. Let me double check something here with Buffalo. NHL standings, playoff picture. That would be 102. Yes. Okay, that's what it is. And to play? Oh, yeah. I mean, I go bowling every week. I bowl every Tuesday night, bro. So, yeah. But, yeah. With a Senators loss today, Buffalo would have a simple win and in against Washington. The Isles, Carolina Hurricanes, Carolina being able to clinch the top seed in the Metro tonight. And the Isles trying to keep themselves in the top 3 in the Metro. Blue Jackets also playing at the same time as they are trying to work themselves out. as Middleton had to run down the tunnel for he ran down the tunnel for a stick for a guy. That was awesome. That was awesome. They got a oh man, tarps off Midzi. That's awesome. I wanted to open a bowling center at one time in my life. Community building, one frame at a time. Absolutely. You can get injured in bowling, but as long as you don't do anything stupid. Like you blow a game and you slam your fist against the wall in frustration. Guilty. Oh, man. But yeah, apart from that, Vegas, Edmonton, that's a big one in the Western Conference for that race. Nashville and San Jose is the big one, though, in the Western Conference tonight at 10 p.m. So let me see here. Oh, yeah, let's see how we're rolling. Bowling alone in the decline of American social capital inspired the non-profit idea? Huh. That would be awesome. But here we go. We got a face-off in the near side circle. Up to the top of the zone. Going to be played down low from Spurgeon into the near side boards. Passing in front. Loose! What a save by Allmark! That's a save you'll see for years to come. As there's a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. I was thinking of grabbing a bowling ball in a bad way and you break your toe when it falls. I had that happen to me too when I was younger. I was going bowling and some kid took my bowling ball. It was my own bowling ball. It was like these little kids. The parents weren't paying attention. And I said, oh, that's my bowling ball. You know, can I have my bowling ball? And the kid drops it on my finger. Like a 12-pound bowling ball dropped on like a pinky. That didn't feel good. Thankfully, nothing was broken, but still. That's another way you can get hurt. And that's not even just not paying attention. That's just somebody else injuring you. But here we go. Waiting on the draw here. Gonna be to the left of Allmark. And gonna be won by the centers. Kachuk to the far side. Tender tips. As Allmark gonna grab that puck. All right. Let me grab myself another drink. But yeah, so there are ways to get injured in bowling. I got a new sport idea. Oh no. What's this? Is it Sarcastaball? South Park tried that. Bro. Bowling dodgeball? Oh man. But over to the far side, battling for that possession. And trying to move it out. Still tied up for that puck here. Let me skip this song. It's not what I want right now. Or punt the bowling ball. Oh my gosh. So Minnesota taking it back through center into the offensive end. They're going to send it along the far side boards with a chance. Over to the near side they go. Top of the zone from Hartman across to the far side. And a nice glove save by Allmark. He is really putting in the work today. Guys, Kaprizov ended up face planting on the ice. Taking a look at Boldy and Kaprizov, 240 goal seasons for the Wild. Remember Munson from Kingpin? Be careful. The friends you make in the bowling alley, you might lose them. Or might lose an arm. Actually, fun fact. The bowling alley I bowl at is the bowling alley from the movie Kingpin. Like the bowling alley from that movie, that's where I bowl. That is where I do all my bowling. Like my leagues I bowl is at that place. And they still have the manual scoring. It's awesome. Or during the Olympics, I said as a joke, they should have climbed the Mount Everest. Yes. Oh my gosh. But over to the far side along the boards. Towards the near side, top of the zone, played by Hughes. Wing to the far side, down low into the corner. Joel Eriksson-Ek with the puck in the corner, tied up along the boards, top of the zone. And down to the far side. Along the boards, Eriksson-Ek being hounded by Spence. Along the boards, trying to free it up, and goes to center ice, taken by Hughes in the neutral zone. To the near side, he sends it into the offensive end, centering across to the far side, top of the zone. Back down to the near side they go. And over to the near side, back down to the far, trying to wrap it around. Not quite. Minnesota back up to the point. Hughes, wing-to-wing pass, deflected. Here's your chance. Pinto into the offensive end, passing back and intercepted by Faber. Loose in front of the net. Goes back on in behind the corner to the far side. And take some pictures and share. That's awesome. Americans, if there's neon. It's not. They don't have any blacklight stuff. It's very much like an old time kind of feel bowling alley, but still. Over to the near side, along the boards, down behind the net to the far side. Taken over there, that's going to be off of the stick of Fogel. To the near side, they go again. Does it cost extra to go to your alley because of Kingpin? I don't know that it's really cost extra. They don't have an arcade. No, it's a tiny building. It is a tiny building. They have 10 lanes for bowling. They do almost all of their stuff through leagues. They don't really have too much open bowling. You can call in and see if they got lanes, but a lot of times there's a lot of league bowling, as a shot is easily denied by the Great Wall. Over to the far side, moving it out. I like the old smoky ones. They speak to you like the old pool halls. It's kind of a sense like that. No smoking, but it kind of has that old feel. Manual scoring. They actually just like maybe 8 years ago changed to laminate lanes. And from the wood lanes. They used to have wood lanes for the longest time. But over to the near side, moving it out through center into the offensive end for Ottawa. Taken back by Brodin. To the near side, clearing it out. And taken by the stick of Tarasenko. Into the offensive end, they're taking it. There goes no. Over to the far side, down low along the boards. Do people miss the wood? It still plays like wood. I'll just say it that way. It still plays like wood to a point. You never know what you're gonna get there. It's what makes it fun though. You never know what conditions you're gonna get. What was that, like a mom and pop operation? Oh, absolutely. It is. It is literally 2 people. It is 2 people that have run it as long as I've been there. They've ran it since like the 50s. Actually, it was still wrapped, so it's all good. But I had to just make sure I got it, so I didn't forget about it. But yeah, it is. It's run by 2 people. 2 people run that whole bowling alley, which is crazy. It is awesome to see. So that is the fun thing there. It's awesome to see that. Let me go ahead and get a little reload on something on the back end here, just to see. All right. So yeah, we are rolling our way through here, through the second period. About 5.5 to go in this second period. Bowling alley, I need tons of help. It will be so hard to run. It's 2 people, you know. One of them does like any sort of pro shop type of stuff and the maintenance. The other person runs the front of house and coordinating. So it's a nice place though. It really is a nice place, and the owners there are awesome. In fact, it was actually because of the owner, because I bowled there for ever since I was, a little kid. Ever since I was like yay tall, I was bowling there since like 6th grade, something like that. So they've known me for a long time. It was because of that that I actually ended up getting these little Jesuses. I got one of them from them, and I actually bought a pack myself after that. No, RFK, no. So here we go. Taking a look here at some of the highest paid AAV salaries in the NHL. And Kaprizov signed through 2033-34, man. That's crazy. Foundation and community like the curling rinks in Canada? Absolutely. Bro, curling is such an underrated sport, though. But over to the far side, top of the zone, shot from the point, not going to make it. Loose over to the near side, now in front of the net to the corner. Kaprizov, top of the zone, clears it out. And out of their own end to the near corner, down low to the far side. And taken out now through the defensive end, through the neutral zone. Here comes Hartman dumping it into the offensive end. Taking a big dump on the city of Ottawa. And Artrum Zub losing his stick. Kaprizov trying to take it away with Cousins. And oh boy, over to the near side. Here comes the Senators. And moving at the near side. Into the offensive end, Minnesota. Bro, how far behind is this now? I gotta make sure if this is live. It says you're live. I'm gonna hop out after this. But driving out to the far side, Zuccarello passing over to Hartman. He shoots, he scores! Ryan Hartman getting the goal for the Wild. Oh man, somebody should open a bowling alley or curling rinks. Really though, honestly though, that would be cool. I think at the next commercial, I'm gonna hop out of the stream, hop back into the stream of the video, and see how far behind I really am, because that was a long time. Every other goal was really close. That was like so far behind. But here we go. 21 shots on goal for Ottawa, no goals. 15 shots on goal for Minnesota, 3 goals. Oh, Dad bowls on Thursdays. He bowls on Thursdays, so here we go. Back over to the near side. And up to the top of the zone. Back into the far side, down low, Johansson. Over towards the far side along the board. Still tied up down low. We're going to get a new poll going. Let me get a new poll, because that poll kind of is a moot point now. Let's start a new poll. Does Ottawa make the playoffs? Let's see. Does Ottawa make the playoffs? Yes, no. And there we go. We'll start that poll. Over to the near side. Ottawa trying to work with that puck, and it's taken back. Matt Boldy for the Wild to the far side into the offensive end, driving the net. And along the far side is going to be Middleton, tied up for that puck with Thompson along the boards. And trying to free it up. Going to be taken there. Minnesota driving the net and away to the far side boards. That's going to be Michael McCarron over there. You can miss the playoffs? No, I'm a Vegas fan. So to the near side, to the offensive end, they'll dump it behind the net there of the Great Wall of Minnesota. Into the offensive end, they'll dump it behind the net there of Ullmark. Now to the far side. Tied up for that puck, under 3 minutes to go in this period. Moving it up now through center. Here comes your chance. That's Zetterlund. Centering pass gets deflected up on into the netting. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, do me a huge favor. Drop a like on the stream, sub to the channel. We do live hockey coverage many times a week. We are going to be gearing up for the playoffs as well, so make sure you guys are around for that. Let's see if we can hit our next minor goal at 880. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Canada has 5 pins, so it's kind of a stupid border thing. PBA has money for 10 pin. In Canada, there's no money. Maybe Special Olympics in Canada or Canada games, so it's kind of pathetic as an entertaining career. Huh. Man. So here we go to the far side, wing to wing to the near side, moving it up through center into the offensive end behind Ullmark. Over to the far side, it's going to get moved up into the neutral zone. Back over to the far side they go, into the offensive end, wing to wing, near side, shot, denied, loose on the rebound, not able to get to it. Stutzla, top of the zone, shot goes wide. Over to the near side, along the boards. Up through center they go. Into the offensive end, shot deflected to the near side again. Along the boards, Stutzla. Passing across, near side, a chance. Into the offensive end, driving it around. Over to the far side, they'll go. Loose puck, and taken back Atram Zub to the top of the zone in the neutral zone. If we have 1 million subs before the Stanley Cup, I will streak the Stanley Cup Game 3. Bro, that would be awesome. But it ain't going to happen. Over to the near side. It's going to be sent to the far side by Tkachuk from the point. With a chance. Shot by Thompson. Not going to make it. Loose to the near side. Crody with the puck. And up to the top of the zone it goes. And, but as pastime, we're glad we still have the bowling alley. As like the drive-ins, dinosaurs. Absolutely. And we'll see, we got a whistle here. The sin bins are open. Didn't quite catch what happened. Looks like Ryan Hartman going to the sin bin. Gonna put Ottawa on. Oh, never mind. Let's see. I think there's penalties on both. Hartman and the sin bin. No, it's just a Minnesota power play. It is a Minnesota power play. So we'll see. Yep, that's holding the stick there. Did he get a double minor on that? That might have been what it was. No, never mind. Okay. It's not a double minor. It's 4-on-4. I thought it was 4-on-4, but the graphic was wrong. What happened if Ottawa loses this game? Well, Ottawa losing this game, looking at the implications, again through our playoff scenarios in the Discord server, an Ottawa regulation or an Ottawa loss would open the door to Tampa Bay and Buffalo to both have a chance at clinching tonight. It would also result in, let me see here, Ottawa having a chance to be eliminated from Atlantic 1 and Atlantic 2. But here we go, to the near side, along the boards, Faber, wing to wing, down low to the near side, off Kaprizov, now passing it across, Eriksson Ek shot off the glove of Ullmark, and the puck comes loose to the near side. Bam. HL needs another channel to show games to many meaningful games on ESPN Plus. I get it. And a chance to the near side denied. Nice shot by Stützle. Now moving it up into the offensive end. My, a big game for Ottawa. Absolutely. It's a massive game. As Hughes losing the puck to Stützle. But there's a whistle. Let's see what the whistle's all about. Oh, I see a bald Canadian with a flag on his bowling shirt. And Atram Zub going to the sin bin. Oh my gosh. So it's a 4-on-3 power play. Let me lock this here. It's a power play for Minnesota. Oh man. That do be unfortunate for the Senators, with Minnesota having the most powerful power play. I miss NBC, man. You know, I can't really say because I wasn't really watching back on NBC. But here we go, a 4-on-3. The biggest advantageous power play is Minnesota's, with 102 on that power play, 32.2 to go in the period. Grand Fog. Oh man. So here we go, to the near side, Ottawa trying to clear the zone with speed. Sanderson driving the net near side, sends it behind the net to the far side, and along the boards, the lights behind the net of Wallstedt are still on. And here we go, fighting the Rangers game. Boldy passing across, back up to the point. Hughes, 5 to the near side, across, gets deflected into the corner, now back to the top of the zone, and that's how we'll go into the end of the second period with the score. The Minnesota Wild 3, the Ottawa Senators nothing. Shots on goal are 22 for Ottawa, and I believe it was 17 for Minnesota. So not as explosive of a period there for Ottawa. Minnesota managing to shut down shot opportunities. Let's see. So taking a look at our poll in the chat, we are splitting 100% on Ottawa missing the playoffs this year. So we will see. We will see if they end up making it. Man. Let me take a look over here and over here. Okay. But yeah, let's see if we have any news on X. Apart from the cone, the Pirates cone. Oh, man. Oh, Ranger power play. Okay. Okay. Oh, my gosh. The Weenie 500. Oh, my gosh. The Weenie 500. Oh my gosh. Detroit's frustrated. The Rangers are going to take everyone out while they're down. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Oscar Meyer. Yes, sir. How do you lose to the Rangers, Detroit? It's the march of the Red Wings down the standings. Oh, man. So, let's see. Let us see. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. Carlson. Okay, so Eric Carlson, I need to see this here. Oh, that's hot sauce. And ketchup? Hot sauce and ketchup on your pasta? Carlson! Eric Carlson! Hold on. Well, what is his middle name? Hold on. Hold on. Eric Sven Gunnar Carlson! How dare you! The Italians are crying over there because of you! Hot sauce and ketchup on your spaghetti! Think about what you've done. Sorry, I saw that and it just, no. Oh, yeah, says tuna melt for me to top it off, please. Oh, man. But taking a quick look real quick at our game between the New York Rangers and the Detroit Red Wings. It is going to be Gabe Perreault getting his second goal of the day. Going to be assisted by Johnny Brzezinski and Adam Fox. 3-0 Rangers. 12.5 to go in the third. Detroit, man. Detroit's having troubles. Is that awful? Oh my gosh. Who does that, bro? Oh my gosh. So let's see. Man, looking at the Pirates during their opening day introductions yesterday. Oh man. Oh, Jalapeno Hannah won the first pierogi race. No Worcestershire sauce though? Nah. Can we give him the chair for that? Honestly, I don't know if it's a Swedish thing or not, but like, bro. What? Oh, man. Let's see. Uh-oh. What? Rapper 6ix9ine says former Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro signed a SpongeBob toy for him in prison. What? Oh, my gosh. Let me see. Let me see here. Oh my gosh. Stick with the herring Sweden. Maduro's loving his vacation. Bro, I think the Pirates, I second this. The Pirates need new City Connect jerseys. They need new City Connect jerseys. Let me see here. This glorious creation should be the new City Connect jersey for the Pirates. I think this better represents their identity. I think this is the Pirates' identity for City Connect. Like, hoist the cone. I think this should be the Pirates' new City Connect. The city employee uniform. This should be the City Connect, bro. Like, hoist the cone. Oh my gosh. Was I a Philly fanatic? I mean, considering the Pirates, all they do right now is hoist the cone. Hold on, I gotta bookmark this. Because if I go back into my bookmarks, Let me see here. Where's my bookmarks? Over here. Bookmarks. This is what the Pirates do anymore. They get a run, hoist the cone. Pirates PGA isn't good for you. I think that the cone represents our identity more, though. Like, the cone is our identity right now. Like, look at that. A run. The first thing they grab ain't the Jolly Roger. It ain't the welder's mask. It's the cone. We're in our cone era. So I think this City Connect better represents the Pirates' identity. You know what I mean? I actually want to see if I could find one online. Pirates cone jersey. Is anyone able to sell it? Oh my gosh, shopping. No, nobody's able to sell them. Dang it! Why? I need that jersey. I need this jersey. I need this. I need it. I swear, we need this. This should be the new City Connect jersey. That should be the new City Connect. Hands down. Hands down, that should be the new City Connect. We're in our cone era. Hands off hands off the traffic pylons, please. I'm still trying to find a cheap traffic cone. Like a full-size, cheap traffic cone. You know what I mean? Because they make them so expensive. So expensive, bro. Like, honestly. I'm just going to Google this. Why are traffic cones so expensive? Why are traffic cones so expensive? Like, take one off the street. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, bro. I want to make it legally. I want to be legal about it. But I need a cone so we can hoist the cone. Honestly, I might just bite the bullet and get one from like Lowe's or something like that. Like, hold on, the Pirates cone, what does it look like? They got the 28-inch. They got the 28-inch cone. And they set up a cheap traffic control company. We have traffic cones. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. This is 45% off. That's a full-size traffic cone. Hold on. JBC cones and collars. JBC cones and collars. Let me see. Ships on Monday. If I just add one, how soon will it arrive? Let me see. How quickly can I have this cone? I can have it by Tuesday for 18 bucks. Do I do it? Do I pull the trigger on this? Do I pull the trigger on the traffic cone for Pirates games? That's the question. Is this a 28-inch cone? It is a full-size cone. Get a two-story one from... Oh my gosh. Do I pull the trigger on this? Let me see. How soon will it arrive? The cost is $16.70. So if I add it to cart, and I would actually go through with this. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. Never mind. I'm not going to get this traffic cone. They're charging me $18 for shipping. $18. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No. I'm not paying $18 for shipping. No. I just need a standard traffic cone. That's not gonna break the bank. Yeah, I'm not paying $18 for shipping on a $17 traffic cone. That's not happening. Let's see. I'm debating if I pull the trigger on this. I gotta find one though that works. I gotta find a traffic cone that works. Hold on. No, I need this. I think I need this. We'll get you every time. That's why they get stolen. Oh my gosh. If I go back to Amazon, if I want a 23 inch, those are collapsible though. Those are collapsible. Let me take a look at price. Like up to $50. And I don't even want to spend that much if I don't have to. Man. A singular traffic cone, even on Amazon, is $30. Oh my gosh. I live on a hill. I don't know what a porch pirate is. Oh my gosh. That's the big thing is I want the cone. I need the cone. I need the traffic cone for this. But they're all expensive. Oh my gosh. I am on a hunt now for a traffic cone. I am on the hunt for a stinking traffic cone. Nice when you see him coming. Oh man. I need the reflect. I don't think the pirates are helping matters on the cost of a traffic cone though. If I'm being honest. Because how many people are trying to buy traffic cones now? Probably a lot. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I might just need to bite the bullet and get one. How much are penguin costumes? Like $45. So we might not be going to a Pirates game this year. Oh man. Let me see. The little traffic cones are nice, but I can't really hoist the cone. I can't really hoist the cone on a small traffic cone. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. If I'm doing this, we're doing it right. You know? That's my thing. If we're doing this, we're doing this right. We're not gonna do this half-assed. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Bro. Let me see. We're getting ready for the third period here soon. But I am determined to find me a cone that is the appropriate size, that also is not going to break the bank. Let me go on to like Lowe's, because Lowe's might have it. Oh my gosh, RFK. Cone. And traffic and safety equipment. Let's see. On Lowe's, there's an 18-inch for like $25. Oh boy. I just need a singular cone. The one I'm looking at is like 35 bucks. I use them for pyramids and send in a sand pit and bury them. What's good, John? How you doing, bro? We are right now trying to find a traffic cone. We are trying to find a traffic cone for me to buy. Oh my gosh, Home Depot. Traffic cones. Not looking good for Ottawa. It is not. It is not. But we have seen bigger comebacks before. Let me see. If I filter it by 28 inch. Again, it's going to cost me like 35 bucks. Buy an ice cream cone and paint it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. We got Brandon saying there's probably a few cones in the Hartman's parking lot. Let's get it, Brandon. Oh, so John, the Pirates are in their cone era, and since we're gonna cover Pirates baseball, I want to be able to hoist the cone and not be using a stinking bullhorn to hoist the cone. Oh man, Eklund's Granger, but they won't be cheap. That's the thing is, I was looking at like Granger has them. Man, because I want the reflectors. Granger has it for like $29.51. So again, it's gonna cost me. Wait a minute. How much is shipping? Let me see here. If I add to cart, view cart. Let's see. If I check out and enter the address. Oh man, let me try this here. What is the shipping cost going to be? Let's see. It's calculating. What? What the hell? Bro! I just won one $10 traffic cone! And this place is trying to charge me $150 for shipping! $150 for shipping! On a $10 traffic cone! The tax! The tax is on top of the shipping! So the tax is about the same cost as the cone! The cone subtotal is $9.96. The estimated taxes because of the shipping is $9.45. Essentially, it's a 50-cent difference between the cost of the cone and the tax. As Minnesota starts this third period by crashing the net. Oh my gosh. That is highway robbery. And that, oh wait, hold on. That's the cheap shipping. That's the cheap shipping. If I want to get the LTL palletized freight for residential liftgate required, that shipping is $400. I think what it is that they do a lot of like industrial stuff, so they get a lot of bulk orders, which would make sense to have, you know, like thousands of dollars. Oh, it's only $400 shipping. But they don't usually have people buy a singular item. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side, moving it around along the boards. Tied up for that puck. Oh my gosh. Get the premium if you're gonna spend. That's one way to say it, I guess. Oh my gosh. Tractor Supply Co. has it for $30. That's an option. Cheap shipping, $400. Oh man, I need to start an RC air balloon drop-off service. So here we go into the offensive end, and the 4-on-4 did expire, by the way. It's just a regular Minnesota power play now. Oh my gosh. So let me see. Is there anywhere else I can get? I don't know that I can. I'm gonna have to pay the $30. That's the thing. Do I get it? I gotta take a look and see if I can make it happen. I gotta take a look and see if I can make it happen. But if I can, I'm gonna get a traffic cone probably tomorrow. If I can. I'll send you the cone for $300, $100 off. Oh my gosh. So Hughes, top of the zone, shot, and it goes loose in front of the net and played to the near side by Ottawa. Puck gets cleared to center, taken back by Minnesota. And up through center they go. Matt Zuccarello playing it down into the zone. And over to the far side, going to get kicked up by Ottawa through center all the way out. By the expensive one, who cares if you're unemployed? Oh my gosh. So here we go. Back into the offensive end is Matt Boldy's centering pass over to the near side. Zuccarello to the far. Back down along the boards with a chance. And into the far side. That's going to be played Sanderson to the top of the zone. And the puck is going to be taken back into center ice. Back into their own end. Wing to wing now. Over on the far side. Eriksson Ek connecting up through center. Going to be taken back by the Senators off of Crotty. Over to the near side, centering pass, shot by Dylan Cousins, not gonna make it. To the far side, wing to wing, what's good, Bagel, how you doing?
Don't forget
Yep. So here we go to the near side, into the offensive end, back on in, behind the net of the Great Wall of Minnesota. Huh? 4? Oh, shoot.
if you want to go.
Probably should, so that means no Penguins game tomorrow. Which sucks, but over to the far side along the boards. Or from the far side corner, shot goes high. Over to the near side. You gonna join us, Dad?
Nah.
Ah, okay, you're gonna start
40,
the mower.
80, 90, 100. See if it's
Let's see. But Dad, I'm looking at something right now.
It looks like Penguins way.
Yeah, Detroit with a loss. But I am thinking about
Detroit
getting something.
Final?
They were down 3-0 like with 12 minutes to go in the third. Let me get a reload here.
It's similar to Ottawa.
Yeah, 2:29 to go, so the Red Wings use their timeout. But I am thinking about getting a new prop, but I didn't realize they were as expensive as they are. I thought they were like $5 or $10. Traffic cones are like $30 a piece. But I want to get one for the Pirates game so I can actually hoist the cone with the Pirates. Oh, it's not even home runs, it's just any run. Like an RBI, they hoist the cone. So here we go to the offensive end. Wing to wing shot. Denied to the far side along the boards. But it looks like, by the way, everybody, tomorrow's Penguin stream might not be happening. So I just got news today. We just got invited for something for Easter. So unfortunately, I want to do the Pens game, but unfortunately I can't. I'll see what I can do though about next Thursday to make up for it. Because I do like covering Pens hockey. So here we go to the far side, played out to the near side along the boards. There is a Penguin stream today, but not tomorrow, I don't think. I put it on the schedule, but unfortunately, we just got invited earlier today to Easter, so the cone head cap, then they cone, you're coning the game, I suppose. But here we go to the near side, through center is going to be off the stick of Johansson into the corner, sent down behind Olmark to the far side. Sanderson with the puck to the far side, up through the center ice area. And into the neutral zone they go, to the near side, punching the zone with a shot, and it's nicely saved. Adds a little bit of pushing and shoving there. The Great Wall of Minnesota, though, comes up clutch. Okay. Let me see here. I need to check one thing to see if I can afford the traffic cone. I need to see if I can afford this traffic cone. Because I really want the traffic cone. I really do. Maybe later. Okay. Let's see. Let me take a look here. I might be able to afford it, actually. I think we might get the cone. I think I might be able to make it happen. But here we go. Looking at Hartman. And the draw going to be won by the Senators. Top of the zone, working with it from the point shot. And gloved. 4-0 Rangers. Empty netter. Homer emergency roadside kits have him too. That was Perreault. Gabe Perreault on the empty netter, presumably. But yeah, I think I can make it happen, though. I think I can make it happen. Yeah, it's all the little cones. I don't know that I want, like, the little cone. If I'm doing this, I'm going to do it right. If I'm getting the cone, I'm doing it right. I'm not getting a little stinker. I'm getting the full-on, like, 28-inch like they got. So here we go, because the goal, it just came through now for me. But to the far side, Tkachuk along the board, sending it down low behind the net of Wallstead to the near side. And Stott not going to make it there to the near side again. Shot goes high and kicked out again. But still kept in the zone, near side, down low along the boards. Tkachuk working with it, centering, shot, and out to the far side it goes. Yeah, it's not a desk ornament. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be something that, like, the Pirates score a run, I'm going to grab the cone from, like, underneath the desk and hoist the cone. You know what I mean? It ain't going to be, like, a little desk like this. Man, so here we go. We got a whistle here with 13:58 to go. Yes, sir. Hat-trick by Perreault. Man. Unfortunately, it does look like the Wild will win this, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think we're going to be able to try to do that, though. Biggest dunce in the crowd or most fanatic fan. Yeah, 4-0 Rangers over the Red Wings. That's crazy. But it's called we're getting into the game. The Pirates score a run. We're going to hoist the cone. The Pirates just scored a run. We're in our cone era. Oh, man. But yeah, I think that's kind of the thing that we're going to go for. Because that would just be a fun stream thing, you know, just like hoist the cone. I think that'll be a fun little stream gimmick. Get into the Pirates what they do. Get in with what the Pirates do. We'll see. I kind of want to try to do it. Oh, man. But yeah. Let us take a look here. Okay. Watch them stop the cone when you pay $400. No, I'm not going to pay the shipping. I'm going to go to like a Walmart or something like that and get one for like $30. But still. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. Oh, man, so they are back here in the arena. Red Wings goal on their 32nd shot. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. That is crazy. But with a Red Wings loss, that is big. That is big. Like, big. Although tonight's stream might be in jeopardy a little bit too, the late stream. We'll see what happens. But over to the near side, working with that puck, top of the zone. Over to the far side, shot, not going to make it. 14 shots in 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. So along the boards. And over to the near side again, clearing it up through the neutral zone. And taken back by Ottawa. It is final. Yes, sir. Go ahead and update that on the Discord server real quick. So over to the far side, 13.5 to go in this third period. Played by Ottawa up through center ice. And that means that Detroit is eliminated from Atlantic 1 and Atlantic 2. Okay. So here we go to top of the zone to the near side. Range with the spoilers. Yes, sir. I won't make the late stream anyway. I have Easter tradition to take care of. Yeah, I mean, the 10 p.m. stream, I was wanting to do it, but if I'm not going to be able to do the Pens game tomorrow, I want to get the fan react videos back into the swing. So I want to try to do that for, like, the Penguins game today. And I want to get it out in a timely manner. So here we go to the near side corner, down low to the far side. Played out. Here comes Amadio. Passing it up and taken back by the Wild. Okay, up into the offensive end for the Wild. It's going to be chased down. No, there will be a Penguins game today, but I'm talking the 10 p.m. The, the member vote one. I'm going to have to make that up with a couple of them next week. But yeah, that's kind of the thought process, because I can't, you know what I mean? If I want to get the Penguins fan reacts video out tonight, you know, oh, you have to watch 10 Commandments, 3-hour, 40-minute movie. Oh my gosh, that's a big movie. And then during the week, I might watch Passion. Oh, absolutely. That's actually a movie I've never watched, but it's always been on my bucket list.
Passion of the Christ?
Yeah. So over through the near side. Here come the Wild through center. Quinn Hughes leaves it up into the offensive end. Minnesota's just doing the old pump and dump strategy. That's all they're doing. So yeah, we go ahead and go Control C, Control V, Control V, and there we go. So over to the near side, played top of the zone. Ottawa shot by Spence, loose to the far side it goes. First 2 hours, last 25. I leave alone. Oh man. So here we go. It's gonna be played with Kachuk to the near side. And now getting ready to move it. Wing to the near side. Up through center they go. Into the offensive end with a chance. And it's going to be a whistle. I see it once. Very gruesome. First time I saw it. First time since I was a small kid. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. But here we go. Back in, ready to rumble here. Why is the Minnesota power play still up? I never removed that. I am an idiot. Oh, man. So here we go through center to shot. Not going to go on a clean shot. Just trying to, heave it around the corner. Minnesota's not really trying at this point. They're just trying to keep the shutout. So here we go to the near side boards, and it's going to get moved up towards the top of the zone. Cleared out Ottawa with it through center. And all the way back is Joel Eriksson Ek with a puck from his own end. Through center he goes into the offensive end, far side corner down low. Over to the far side along the boards. And going to get moved up into center. Nice hit there taken by Faber. Wing to the near side. And that's going to be back again to Faber. Now passing back a little bit to the near side into the offensive end towards Hartman. Could not connect. And into the offensive end taken by the Senators. Amadio, though, losing control of that puck. And over to the near side, down low behind the net. Who's 99 on Seattle? They don't have a 99. Over to the far side, played around towards the near... If I'm not mistaken, they don't have a 99. And along the boards, kept in by... Never mind, not kept in by Quinn Hughes. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we have the actual scenarios here. Okay, so the Lightning and Sabres actually did clinch off of that. So that's what it is. So yeah, Tampa Bay and Buffalo are in. So my math was a little bit wrong, but that's fine. 99 is retired. Of course they don't. Oh, man. So here we go. Moving it up through the far side. That's Minnesota with the puck. Oh, man. Let me see here. Tampa Bay is right here. And boom. There we go. And over to the far side. Minnesota back on into their own end. They're just kind of stalling for time at this point. Into the offensive end they go to the far side along the boards. Red Wings now have the biggest playoff drought if they don't get their stuff together. Absolutely. So here we go to the near side. Minnesota up into the offensive end. Over to the far side, it goes loose. And over to the near side, they'll take it. It's Minnesota along the boards now. That's a shot by McCarron, not able to go. Here comes Ottawa coming up the other way. And now over to the far side, it's going to be an offside. And I will be right back. They're stepping away for commercial. I got to run real quick and use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. In just a couple minutes, I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're back. We're ready to roll. Oh, man. Let's see. Bowling alley, work all your stream life. Oh, my gosh. I don't know about that. I don't know that I know how to fully run a bowling alley, bro. How's the Coke Zero? How's your Coke Zero stain looking? Oh, my gosh. So over to the far side, into the corner, it's Minnesota, offensive end from the point. Shot gonna get deflected wide over to the far side. Taken there by the Senators, clearing it up. The shipping will be cheaper than the cone. And here we go to the far side, down low, taken there off of that far side by, that was gonna be Brody. That's who it is. Yes. So here we go to the far side, top of the zone. Hughes sending it back down, incorporating the shipping as a write-off. Oh man, it's a little wild. Working in front of the net, shot and not going to be gloved. Deflected though off the ball mark, wing to the near side. And did you do the impossible to take the Browns to the Super Bowl? Well, Minnesota gets another goal. That goal going to be scored by number 5, Jake Middleton. Putting Minnesota even further on the board. All right. Just taking a look at that goal again, man. Wow. That horn is not one of my favorites. Yeah, I do a GoFundMe. They're Bowling Alone is a good book to read. Oh, man. So here we are, ready to roll. Let me see. Let me do that and do that. Okay. So here we go. 7:14 to go here in this regulation. And it's ready to roll. Up through the far side, Minnesota. Back on him behind the net of Ullmark. Over to the far side, Artrum Zub along the boards. Flipping it up through center, taken back by Minnesota. Into the offensive end, they'll dump it. Behind the net, far side. Trying to clear it up, Dylan Cousins. Dishing out a nice check up through center. Your community one frame at a time. Absolutely, bro. But here we go, near side shot by Ottawa. Easy save by the Great Wall of Minnesota. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to close all these traffic cones. I think I know what I'm doing with that. Oh, man. But here we go. Let me see. Near side draw. Pinto going to take the draw here for the Senators. And he's going to lose it to Minnesota. Moving it up now, up through the far side, clearing it out. Bowling alleys are bars for people who would rather not drink. Fair enough. So here we go to the far side, getting that puck cleared back into the defensive end. It's going to be Ottawa working with that puck. They have a great league network, so selling is not part of the job. Just maintain the... I suppose. But also, I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that money right now. So here we go to the far side and taken back by Minnesota. Perfect for home base for a streamer. Oh, man. Over to the near side, Hughes. Up through center to the near side. Looking for somewhere to go from the point. Flipping it around, down low, driving the net, and going to be back and frozen up by Ullmark. Oh, man. Mayhaps, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I am ready to, we're ready to get this game going. Let's see. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay. But yeah, just taking a look here again on X. We don't really got a whole lot else going because, well, you know. Okay. Yeah, as the old timers, could be a righteous direction. Mayhaps. Oh, man. Yeah, we are rolling here. Okay. Man. So, let's see. Let us see. And Ottawa is dead, like Dad says. At this point, it is rough. It is rough. But there's still time, and with people losing the way they are, we'll see. Well, Ottawa's dead. Oh, man. Let us see. And off to college for the summer now. Later, Ottawa. Oh, man. So here we go. Over to the far side. Ottawa working with that puck. That's Fogle. And coughing it up to the Wild. Over to the near side. Out of the defensive end. Middleton with that puck back in behind Allmark to the far side. Along the boards. Tied up for that puck. In there is Foligno and Foligno. And Foligno hands off the puck to Foligno. Back again to Foligno. And Foligno takes it away. Down low. Over to the near side. Along the boards. To the far side. It goes out. Taken by Quinn Hughes. Working around behind the net near side. Looking for help. Up to the point. Excuse me. As Ottawa gets it back the other way, under 5 to go. Zetterland sending it near side shot, not gonna go. And the near side boards taken back and cleared up by the Wild, maybe in front of the own net. And there we go, battling for that puck. We got a penalty. It's either a penalty or puck play with the highest stick, one of the two. Okay. Let's see here. Taking a look at down the stretch, final 7 games of the season. Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa. Then you got, a little bit easier from there, but still. So here we go. The Wild get it out to the near side, trying to move it on up. Over to the far side. Ottawa wrestling away, but taken back. Here comes Trainin into the offensive end. The near side, taken back, Sanderson into the offensive end. They're working with it, back in behind the net, along the boards, near side. Trainin able to move it out for now, but taken back by Spence and the Senators in the neutral zone. Played out to the far side, down low, around the near side, circling around, battling for that puck, and taken by the Wild. They clear it out again. And that's Ottawa back over to the far side into the offensive end. Played there by the goalie, Wallstedt, the Great Wall of Minnesota. Eriksson Ek moving it up now into the offensive end, but kicked all the way back out by Ottawa. In there, and a chance, a shot! Denied by the Great Wall of Minnesota. All right. So, let's see. Let us see. So, rocking our way here. Okay. So, let's see. Moving it around to the far side along the boards. Puck gets cleared out through center ice. Captain, I can't hear you. Oh, I can go. I can hear myself through my feedback. And a shot for the Senators is not gonna go. Goes out of play. There was a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. So let's see. Taking a look at the other goalie. Oh, hello. We'll see. Face off won by the Senators from the point. Shot redirected in front and flips it in. He scores. Number 19, Drake Batherson. Gets it by Wallstedt. Ain't gonna change the result, but it's gonna change the numbers. It's not gonna change the end result, though. Let's take a look at that here. And Quinn Hughes actually had a hand in that goal, too. Quinn Hughes actually had a hand in that goal. Oh, not quite. Never mind. I thought I did, but the overhead showed that, no, the stick was beyond the puck, so it went underneath Quinn Hughes' stick. But Batherson heading down after that play. He's heading down the tunnel. That's not good. I'm I'm okay. So, ready to roll here. So, here we are. 3:15 to go here in regulation. And around the near side. Thank you. That was one of those ones that just kind of caught you right real quick. But over to the far side, up to the point, a chance, a shot by Faber denied, loose in front and coming out the other way. You out of your RFK? Well, hey man, have yourself a great day. Have yourself a happy Easter if we don't catch you during the Pens game. Amen. So here we go, over to the far side corner, down low, taken by the Senators. Moving it up the other way through center ice, 2.5 to go, and everybody's piling on top of everybody. Top of the zone from the point, shot, gonna go wide and up to the back area of the net. Played around to the far side, down low, the Wild trying to clear the zone near side, they will. Time to sweep. All right, well, hey, man, have fun. So over to the near side, kicked out. Here come the Ottawa Senators through center into the offensive end. They'll send it behind the net, far side, taken back. Minnesota clearing the zone again. All the way out. Here come the Senators chasing it down. 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Into the offensive end, they'll send it back and around the near corner, down low. That's going to be Middleton to Spurgeon. Out of the zone they go. Okay. So the Wild with it out of their own end, wing to wing, working with that puck. Now back in behind his own net is going to be Jonas Rudin with that puck over to the near side, up through center, where Ottawa's trying to get it back. They're going to take it into their own end. And over to the far side, back in behind the net to the near is going to be Crody to the near side, Zub. Yeah, they're going to clear it all the way out. All the way out, taken by Giroux to the near side, wrapping it around from the point. That's Zub with a shot, goes off a body, and the Wild are going to clear the zone. 1 minute to go in regulation. Moving it out now through the center ice area. Here comes the Ottawa Senators. And taken back by the Wild, Foligno flipping it up to center. And it's going to be the Senators to the near side with that puck. Ready to rumble it in the near boards. And Foligno kicking it out. Chasing it down is the Senators with that puck wing to the near side. Into the offensive end, they'll send it behind the net of Wallstedt. And it's going to be iced with 30.8 seconds to go. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. There we go. So here we go. 30.8 seconds to go in regulation here. Eric Tanek against Stützle. Stützle wins the draw. Over to the near side. Through center into the offensive end they go. Chasing it down. Back in behind the net. 20 seconds to go. Along the boards trying to get one more respectable goal for the Senators. 13, 12, 11... And Minnesota trying to get it, they will. Moving it out the far side, clearing it 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just like that, your final. In this one, we got a fight. Eric Tanek taking out Nick Cousins. Everybody's getting involved, pushing and shoving, and we got a big post-game brawl. Trying to see what's going to come out of that. Jake Middleton in there. Eric Tanek was the instigator. He hit Cousins pretty hard, laid him out. And now Middleton throwing punches with everybody. Bodies are tumbling over everyone. We got a big old brawl after this one here. Middleton losing his helmet. He's going to be held up by Crody. Bodie in there, Johansson. All that happened was Nick Cousins got a late hit dished out against him right before time expired. And, yeah, everybody dropped the gloves, dropped the sticks. Even more pushing and shoving Middleton on Cousins, who didn't appreciate the late hit. Wow. Well, that's a big temper flare game, considering that these teams don't really have a history with each other. or at least not an obvious history with each other. Oh, man. But yeah, with that being said, though, I do think we're going to wrap up this stream so that I can get ready for the Penguins game coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub, always appreciate it, and I will catch you guys here in just over an hour and 15 minutes for the Penguins game. Let's see, what an ending. Absolutely, Cheryl, that was a crazy ending. But we'll catch you guys in just over an hour and 15. Peace out and have a good one. Absolutely, Outdoor. Absolutely, Cheryl. Have yourself a great